It is time for phonics, and we're going to start with our star name. Can you guess the name? Can you guess the name? Hi-ho the dairy-o. Can you guess the name? Friends, something so crazy just happened. Mabel, something so crazy just happened. We have two names stuck together. This has never happened in star name before. So I guess we can just study both names today. They start with the J. They start with the J. Hi-ho the dairy-o. Can you guess the name? All right, Mabel, let's study our names. Our two names today are Jack and Juliet. Let's study a name. And Mabel is here ready to study them with us. Since we know these steps and we know them so well because we're such great word builders, we're going to study these names really quick. First, we're going to study Jack's name. Then we're going to study Juliet's name. So Jack's name, very quickly, let's read it. Jack. Let's clap and stomp the beats. Jack. Just one beat. Let's count the letters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's study the letters. Are there any repeating letters? J, A, C, K. Nope, no repeating letters. There's one tall letter, two tall letters, one small letter, two small letters. Okay, we studied the name. Now let's cheer it with our tall and small letters. Let's cheer Jack. Ready? J, A, C, K. Jack. So we studied Jack's name. Let's study Juliet's name very quickly. Let's read it. Juliet. Let's clap and stomp the beats. Juliet. She had 3 beats. Juliet. Let's count the letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's study the letters. Are there any repeating letters? J-U-L-I-E-T. T. 2 T's and another E. 2 E's. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 tall letters. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 small letters. And let's cheer it. Stand, put your iPad in a safe place, and cheer the tall and small letters. J-U-L-I-E-T-T-E. All right, we studied Juliet's name. Thank you for studying the names with us, Mabel. See you again later. Today I want to teach you when you want to know something really well, it helps to look at those things and think about how they are the same and how they are different. Like the names Jack and Juliet. Can you tell how the names Jack and Juliet are the same? I notice Jack and Juliet both start with an uppercase J. That is one way they are the same. Are there any other ways they are the same? Let's see. Let's read the names. Jack, Juliet. Not the same name. Let's clap and stomp the beats. Jack. Jack just has 1 beat. Let's try Juliet. Juliet. Juliet has 3 beats. Jack has 1 beat. Juliet has 3 beats. They have different beats. Let's count the letters. Jack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Juliet has 8. So they have different amount of letters. Let's study the letters. Let's see. Jack didn't have any letters repeating. Juliet has T and E repeating. So they're different in that way too. But they both have tall letters, they both have small letters, and they both start with an uppercase J. Let's think of how some other things are the same and how things are different. Think about your shoes. Maybe you're not wearing shoes right now, but think about the shoes that you wore today or the shoes that you're going to wear today. Now look at my shoes. I will take my shoe off to make this even easier for you to look at. Take a look at my shoe. Think in your head right now. How is your shoe the same as my shoe? Here are some things about my shoe. It is brown. It has a heel. It has shoestrings. My shoe is already tied. It has a zipper. The bottom is a little bit dirty. The tops of my shoes are clean. My shoe has buckles. My shoe is tall. My shoe has a black bottom. Do any of those things match your shoe? If they do, then those are ways that my shoe is the same as your shoe. Now let's look at how my shoe could be different than your shoe. Think about or look at the shoe that you have. How is your shoe different? Is your shoe brown? If not, then it is different. Does your shoe have ties? If not, then it is different. Does your shoe have a heel? If not, then it is different. Our shoes could be the same in some ways and different in other ways. I want you to look at Mabel's name and compare it to yours, just like we compared Jack and Juliet's name. Look at the first letter. Does your name start with an uppercase M? Is it the same or is it different? We read it. Is your name Mabel? If not, then it's different. Let's clap and stomp the beats to see if you have the same beats in your name. Mabel. Mabel. Mabel has 2 beats. Is your name the same or different? Let's count the letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mabel's name has 5 letters. Does your name have 5 letters or is it different? Let's study the letters. Mabel has an M, A, B, E, L. Mabel doesn't have any letters that repeat. Do you have letters that repeat? Instead of cheering Mabel's name, let's just look at the tall and small. Mabel has 1, 2, 3 tall letters. If you have 3 tall letters, you have the same amount of tall letters. Let's look at small. 1, 2 small letters. Do you have 2 small letters or is your name different? Look at Mabel's name and think about how it is the same or different than your name. We talked about 2 J names. We compared the names Juliet and Jack. We looked at how they were the same and we looked at how they were different. I wonder if we can think of any more J words. I have a J word all ready to go right here. Jet. The word is jet. I'm going to make another J word. I have one already in my head, but this is the last J word I can think of in my head. Can you guys think of another J word? This is the word jam, like you eat on your toast. Maybe you eat grape jam or blackberry jam or raspberry jam. This is the word jam. Jam just reminded me of another J word, probably another J word that you like to eat. This J word also has a lot of different fruit flavors like guava, grape, strawberry, apple, blackberry. The word is jelly. Jelly is a lot like jam and it's another J word, jelly. It is time to add Juliet and Jack to our name wall full of names that we have studied and names that we know. Before we add them, we are going to sing to them our star name celebration song. Juliet and Jack are stars. Their name starts with a J. J, 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 J. With a J, J here and a J, J there. Here a J, there a J, everywhere J, J. Juliet and Jack are stars. J, 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 J. It's time for Fast Phonics. Last time we were together, our letters were G and H, and our word was I. We named the letters G, H. We sounded the letters G, H. We used the letters to make words like guitar and hippo, and we wrote the letters G and H. With our word I, we made sentences like I jump, I run, I write, I juggle. We know that I is the word we use when we're talking about ourselves. The word I is always uppercase. But now that we know these letters and words, we should add them to our bank of things that we know. I is going to go right here in our word bank because we know the word I now. G and H are going to go right over here in our letter bank. These are all of the letters that we've learned so far. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We know all of those letters and we know the word I. So today, we need to have a new letter and a new word. First, let's study our letters by naming them, sounding them, using them, and writing them. Let's start with the letter I. When I point to it, say it out loud. I. Here is the uppercase I. Here is the lowercase I. We named it, now let's sound it. I says I. I. I says I like insect. We used it to make a word. We named it, we sounded it, and we used it to make the word insect. Now let's write the letter I. The letter I kind of looks like our word I. They're the same. Let's write the letter I. To write an uppercase I, we go down with a marker that works. We go down, across, across. To make a lowercase I, down and a little dot. Uppercase I, lowercase I. Let's write uppercase I in the air. Get your finger ready. Down, across, across. Try it again. Start at the top, down, cross, cross. Now let's try a lowercase I, the little line with the dot. Line down, dot. Try it again. Line down, dot. Okay, now let's study our letter J. Let's name it J. Uppercase J, lowercase j. Let's sound it. J says j, 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 j. J says j like jump or juice or jelly or jam. We used it to make words. Now let's write the letter J. J has a hook and a hat. Uppercase J has a hook and a hat. Lowercase j has a hook and a dot. Lowercase j has a hook and a dot. Let's write our uppercase J in the air. Get your finger ready. Uppercase J has a hook and a hat. Uppercase J has a hook and a hat. Lowercase j, let's try lowercase j. Lowercase j has a hook and a dot. Lowercase j has a hook and a dot. Now let's study our word of the day. We are going to read it, spell it, and write it. The word is can. Let's read it together. Can. Can has 3 letters. C, A, N. We've already learned C and A, so we can use those to make the word can. Let's write the word can. C, we go around and stop. A, circle with a line. And now the letter N. Can. We wrote the word can. Now let's write the word can in a sentence. We read it, we spelled it, now let's write it in a sentence. I want to use our word from last week, I. So I'm going to write I can. Be thinking in your head, how can I finish that sentence? I can. What's something you can do? I can surf. I can surf. Is that the same or different from you? Can you surf or can you not surf? Are we the same or are we different? Today we learned how to study names by telling if they're the same or different. We compared names to see what ways they were the same or different. We even compared our shoes to see if they were the same or different. We studied our new letters, I and J. And we studied our new word, can. We looked at all of the letters and words that we've already learned. We've learned A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and we've learned the word I.